Globalization, a word that we often hear, right? In our classroom, in our social media, or even in the news. Some people say globalization is dangerous. It's erased our traditions, our local culture, our language, our identity, and make us forget about who we are. But I believe that globalization is not an enemy. It is a bridge that connects Indonesia's beautiful diversity, such as our culture, our music, our anything about us, to the rest of the world. And that makes we can grow more, makes we can innovate about something that we have and proudly show the world the true colors of Indonesia. According to UNESCO 2024, there are around 7,000 languages spoken in the world, and Indonesia contributes more than 700 of them. And also, Indonesia is one of 10 official languages that using in UNESCO, making us one of the most linguistically and also culturally diverse countries on earth. UNESCO has also officially recognized several of our cultural treasures as an intangible cultural heritage humanity, including batik, wayang, angklung, and also pantun. These are not just old traditions, but they are proof that Indonesian identity is strong and admired globally. Hello everyone, I'm Natasha Putri, and today I will tell you why globalization is not destroying our culture, but instead enriching it in ways we should and all be proud of. Let's begin with something close to our hearts, such as batik. Decades ago, batik was only worn for traditional ceremonies or even formal events, but today it's a global fashion symbol. At Jakarta Fashion Week 2024, over 30% of international designers include batik-inspired patterns in their collections. World figures worn batik proudly in the public. This is what globalization can do. It takes a local tradition and transforms it into a global identity. Batik hasn't been replaced by modernity, it has evolved because of it. The same thing is happening in music. Traditional Indonesian instruments like angklung, gamelan, sasando are now heard across the globe. UNESCO 2022 report stated that more than 100 schools and universities in Europe and also America now teach about gamelan as part of their music curriculum. That means the sound of Java and Bali is echoing in classroom from London to New York. Isn't that amazing? This is the beauty of globalization. It spreads our culture far beyond our borders. But globalization doesn't only touch our music or even our fashion, it also lifts our economy. According to Badan Pusat Statistik, Indonesians' creative economy exports reach over 27 billion US dollars with fashion, craft, and also culinary products as the top contributes. This shows how cultural creativity and global connection create jobs, innovation, and also pride. Every time a person in London wears batik, or a family in Seoul eats rendang, they're helping Indonesian culture grow stronger. Some people say globalization makes youth forget their roots, but I think it's not, because globalization gives us the tools to protect and also share our culture in ways that were once impossible. On our social media such as TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, young Indonesians share videos about traditional dance, traditional recipes, or even traditional craft to audience across the world. For example, content creators like Anak Jajan dan Kajan have millions of followers for showcasing Indonesian food like rendang, sate, nasi tumpeng, and many more. In fact, rendang was voted the world's best dish by CNN Travel in 2017. And that's not cultural loss, that's actually cultural victory. When we share our traditions online, we're not losing them, but we're reviving them in the digital world. Globalization gives us platforms, but we are the ones who decide how to use them. And when we choose to use them with pride, we make our culture unshakable. There are influencers that might seem too foreign or modern for our traditions, but the answer is not to close ourselves off. The answer is to balance. We can welcome global ideas while holding onto our values of gotong royong, respect, and unity. Culture is not something fragile that breaks when touched. It's something living, something that grows stronger the more it interacts with the world. So yeah, I stand firm in saying that globalization enriches Indonesian culture. It makes our tradition more visible, our economy more creative, and also our people more connected. It helps us share our identity proudly and not hide it. Globalization allows batik to be worn on Paris runways, gamelan to echo in European, and rendang to be crowned as the world's best food. But for this to continue, the government must keep supporting creative industries, cultural festivals, and also tourists that highlight Indonesian heritage. And we, as young Indonesians, must continue to use technology, art, and collaboration to show the world who we are. So I still stand in the same place that thinks globalization is not erase our culture at all, but it's enrich it. So we have to be in the same plane that agree with globalizations is not erase our culture at all. Thank you.